Getty Mahathir Mohamad is set to become the world's oldest elected leader at 92. Dr. Mahathir Mohamad has already served as Prime Minister of Malaysia for 22 years, retiring from the post in 2003. He came out of retirement for this election, to correct what he has called the biggest mistake of my life, the rise to power of the incumbent leader Najib Razak. After Mr. Najib and the ruling United Malays National Organisation (UMNO) fell from grace with Dr. Mahathir, he turned to his one-time foes, the opposition Pakatan Harapan coalition. His success in driving the party to victory and toppling the ruling coalition was considered an impossible task and has left the world aghast at his success. Dr. Mahathir became a member of UMNO at age 21. He ran a medical practice in his home for 7 years before becoming an MP in 1964. Then in 1969, he wrote a controversial open letter criticizing then Prime Minister Tunku Abdul Rahman and was expelled from Parliament. He redeemed himself in 1974, after writing a controversial book called The Malay Dilemma about the marginalization of the Malay population, and UMNO invited him back as Minister of Education. Within 4 years he had become deputy leader, and in 1981, at the age of 55, he became Prime Minister. Getty, wife of jailed Anwar Ibrahim, with Dr. Mahathir at a press conference in Malaysia today. Reuters. Outgoing Prime Minister Najib Razak, who fell from grace with the Dr. Mahathir. Under Dr. Mahathir's rule, Malaysia grew to be one of the Asian economic tigers of the 90s, proving his ambitions were far-reaching. He enjoyed popular support at home, however this was hurt by his reputation for little regard to human rights. Under Dr. Mahathir's rule, a much-criticized Internal Security Act saw opposition politicians jailed without trial. He developed a reputation for being heavily critical of the West, frequently directing barbed comments at international groups. Most poignantly, his deputy Anwar Ibrahim was sacked under his rule, accused of corruption and sodomy, and jailed. This occurred after Mr. Anwar called for economic and political reform in 1998. Dr. Mahathir remained an active and influential member of UMNO, when his support of Mr. Najib began to turn under accusations of corruption and badly managed state debt. He left UMNO and took numerous other members with him. They crossed over to the opposition in 2016, and in January this year he announced he would be running for Prime Minister again. Surprisingly, Dr. Mahathir has accepted responsibility and apologized for much of his hand in state issues. The most notable twist of fate is the apology he made for sacking Anwar Ibrahim, who is still serving a prison sentence for sodomy. Prior to the election success, Dr. Mahathir said his intention is to serve as Prime Minister for 2 years before pardoning Mr. Anwar and handing over power to the 70-year-old. Dr. Mahathir will be sworn in today at 9:30 p.m. Malaysian time, 2:30 p.m. British Summer Time.